Ugh. What's up, everybody? What's up, Mocha Tribe? What's going on now? With it. What up, everybody? Good afternoon. Well, it's still morning for me. Good morning and good afternoon to the East Coast folk, and good morning to the West Coast and Central folk, and the Mountain Time folk. Listen, y'all, we got some things to get into. Get in here as we talk about Mr. Lynn, former owner of the turkey leg hut round there. He's showing out. So let's get into it, honey. Come on in the room. Hey, Lillian. Hey, DK. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Hey, Faith. Happy Friday. And let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Give me an indication if you can hear your boy. Okay, let's see. Okay, thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. All right. Child, we finna get into it. This is a mess. This is a plum mess. All right, so y'all know last week, the former turkey leg hut owner, Lindell Lynn Price, he was indicted for causing a fire to someone who used to be... Yeah, I am going live on my other channel a little bit later on today. I think I'm around 2 is what I'm thinking. Around 2 p.m. Central Time. So I don't know where you at, Muckle Drop. But so now he got indicted for that. Now, y'all, he over there doing a whole lot of talking and getting himself in trouble. And I keep telling y'all, I sure hope that allegedly, I sure hope that gospel singer James Fortune ain't got nothing to do with none of this stuff here, because baby, if you do, he the way this man is over there singing, he gonna be singing like a canary, and you better hope you ain't tied up in none of this bullshit. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, you better hope. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this article, child. So after arrest of former turkey leg hut co-owner Lindell Lynn Price on arson charges related to a 2020 explosion at bar 5015, to make sure I say that right, because you know somebody came here and checked me last week. Federal prosecutors on Thursday argued in court to keep him in custody pending trial, presenting evidence and additional allegations. Are y'all ready? Price, 42, is facing 3 federal charges for allegedly masterminding an arson that rocketed the museum district on an early summer morning. Amari Williams, 27, and John Lee Price, 39, both of Houston, were also arrested and charged in connection with the explosion. So what happened in court? This is what happened in court. During Thursday's detention hearing, Price appeared handcuffed and shackled and an olive green jumpsuit. Several family members were present, and Price acknowledged them with a nod as they entered the courtroom, according to KPRC 2 Bryce Newberry. He pleaded not guilty during the arraignment. Prosecutors argued Price is a danger to the community and could intimidate witnesses or jurors if released. His defense attorney, Chuck, initially argued the government argued the government hasn't met its burden to justify the hearing. But after his decision, Judge Dina allowed it to proceed. Okay. It says that Chuck requested bond and proposed release conditions, but child, the judge is like, no go, boo. What's going on, Omar? What's going on? You missed the turkey leg hood, child. Now, here's the evidence that was presented. An FBI special agent testified about evidence linking to Price to the 2020 explosion, including geofenced data of alleged arsonist cell phone and call records between them and Lynn Price. Security footage from June the 12th of 2020 reportedly showed John Lee Price holding what appears to be a fire source at bar 5015. Now, keep in mind that they are not related, according to them. The Prices are not related. Geoforce data showed Lee Price's cell phone within 22 meters of the bar at the time of the fire, the agent said. Prosecutors said that Lynn Price and Lee Price called each other just before and after the fire, and the only overnight calls between them that month. It goes on to say that Chuck emphasizes that Lynn Price was not at the scene and was not holding the source. Now, wait a minute. I'm trying to go based off of that video. That man was in that video. Wait a minute. I have to go back and look at that video. That man was in that video. He also pointed out that two of the alleged arsonists interviewed did not tell the FBI and Price that Price paid them to set the fire. The defense argued that no other business owners or owned by the same person had been targeted, questioning the motive. If Lynn Price was motivated to set this business on fire, why didn't he target other related businesses? Because they were once business partners. His attorney is not very good. I can answer them questions for you. They were business partners. They were once business partners. And it got tied up that he owed that man some money. Girl, they trying it, ain't it? Okay, in 2023, after being arrested on unrelated federal drug trafficking charges in Mississippi, John Lee Price was interviewed by the FBI. Prosecutors said that he confessed to his role in the 5015 explosion and implicated Lynn Price. Lee Price allegedly told investigators that Lynn Price directed him to recruit a crew of arson and promised payment. Lee Price said that he received two payments. The first payment was for $1,000, which he said he gave to the crew, and later $400. I be damned, y'all do stupid y'all do a lot of stupid stuff for a few dollars. What is $1,000 and what is $400? And you want me to go around here and set something afar? You're crazy. You're crazy. What is y'all doing? Y'all that desperate that y'all out here setting up fires and stuff like that and only got paid $1,400 and you didn't even get to keep the $1,400? Oh, girl, that is insane. Armani Williams, a former Turkey Leg Hut employee, also reportedly confessed to the involvement and told investigators he feared Lynn Price, noting his reputation and history of violence. Yeah, that is crazy. $1,400, that's it? That is insane. I just can't. Bar 5015 owner Stephen Rogers told FBI agents his impression of what led to the fire. He said that he had an idea. To open 5015 and initially was going to bring Lynn Price in as potential co-owner. He then decided that he did not want to do business with Lynn Price or his wife, Nakia Price, due to lawsuits involving the restaurant. Remember I told y'all. Rogers allegedly told investigators that Lynn Price tried to buy into Bar 5015 and he came to him with a box full of cash as payment to be a part of the partnership. Rogers said that he took the box back to the turkey leg hut and returned the money. According to Rogers, Lynn Price called him sometime before the fire, yelling and hollering about him selling crawfish at 5015. Because they were using the same supplier, Rogers allegedly told investigators that Lynn Price viewed it as a conflict of interest. Rogers stated that he heard Lynn Price say he'd blow the place up if certain conditions were not met. Prosecutors also presented text messages from Lynn Price that he thought were threatening. Text messages between a former Turkey Leg Hut general manager and Lynn Price were part of the presentation from the prosecutors. The former general manager said that she was arguing with Lynn Price on text when he told her, "I will come to your house and unalive that dog. Stop playing, and I mean it." I'm sorry. I know that this is alleged, but the way that he looked, I absolutely believe. And the way that I just seen him not too long ago on Twitter. I seen him not too long ago sitting up there hollering at them employees about their phone and stuff. I just have y'all to know that people is grown. I feel like if you set the rules, folks don't follow the rules, just go on and let them go. But hollering at grown folks is crazy to me. She stated that she was upset, scared, and remains afraid to this day. Prosecutors also said that she was reluctant to speak to the FBI. There were multiple text messages of them arguing about Turkey Leg Hut because she was trying to help him and tell him what to do, but he reportedly told her that it's his restaurant and he knew what to do. The FBI agent testified. Chuck described the text messages as profanity. He was using profanity, arguments, and claimed that messages might have been spurred at the general manager allegedly stealing money from the business, acknowledging his client could have presented his side differently. Child, YouTube, we just reading an article. Okay. Prosecutors detailed the relationship between Lee Price and Lynn Price, which began in 2018 after Lee Price was released from a 30-month federal sentence for tax fraud. Lee Price told investigators that he worked odd jobs for Lynn Price, who was still under supervised release at the time of the arson, including stealing ATVs, cars, and engines. He said that he would message Lynn Price with theft opportunities, and Price would either sell or strip the stolen good. Girl, what's up, IPV? What's going on, CC? Girl, this is crazy. Y'all, we got some more to go. Okay, Lee Price described stealing a blue Chevy Noah that Lynn wanted for its engine. After discovering the car was stolen from a police officer, Price allegedly ordered Lee Price to get rid of it and burn it. The vehicle was recovered near some railroad tracks and a pond. investigators said, who confirmed the incident through a police report. Prosecutors alleged that the drug activity occurred at the Turkey Leg Hut from at least 2022 to 2023 upon Lee Price, Mississippi arrest. Now, girl, that means I had went around at the Turkey Leg Hut and they was over there with the rugs and stuff. Girl, I cannot. I want to say 2022 is around the last time I went. That is crazy. Maybe 2023. No, 2022. Okay. Lee Price told investigators that he received money from Hydro, the Mary Jane, being sold at the restaurant. He would reportedly travel to California and bring it back in trailers to store it at the Turkey Leg Hut facility because of 24-hour security. Girl, Lee Price reportedly picked up 500 to 1,000 pounds of rugs being sold on multiple occasions. The FBI agent testified that the trailer would be parked in the back of the Turkey Leg Hut where 3 different types of Mary Jane were being stored. Oh, girl. Prosecutors said that the Turkey Leg Hut had special packaging for the rugs, and after being sold, Lee Price would collect the proceeds, but share some of it with Lee Price for delivery. I cannot. That's why them lines were long. Child, this is crazy. Prosecutors said that firearms were seized at Lee Price's home on Monday following his arrest. Constables reportedly found 2 shotguns, 3 rifles, and a pistol. Flamethrower, 960 rounds of various ammo magazines, and one that had the Turkey Leg Hut logo on it. Oh my God. Whew. I wasn't expecting this. Okay. Jesus. I was not expecting this, y'all. Prosecutors noted we still got a little bit more to go. Prosecutors noted, hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all, please hit that like button for me. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right. Let's get back into it. Prosecutors noted that one of the recovered firearms was stolen and the others were registered to various people. In documents filed with the court, Lynn Price reported to have... Wait. Okay, here we go. God dog it, ad. Okay. In documents filed with the courts, Lynn Price reported to live with his mother, but investigators said that he actually lived at his own leased home in Missouri City. They noted that he lied to the court about not having firearms and claimed that he hasn't paid rent at any point. Prosecutors said that Lynn Price has violated court-ordered protective orders at least 4 times and has allegedly committed various violent acts. On October 2024, girlfriend alleged that Price pushed her at the Oyster Hut. February 2024, I'm sorry. Okay. February 2024, 52-year-old man alleged that Price choked and pushed him at Tipsy Lounge. December of 2022, Lyft driver alleged that Price pointed a weapon at him near the turkey leg hut. In July of 2021, wife Nikia Price alleged that he slapped her while she was pregnant. According to prosecutors, investigators at the Texas Department of Public Safety had an ongoing investigation of Lynn Price related to identity theft, stolen vehicles, and fraud-related matters at the time that he was arrested on federal charges. We learned in court that Lynn Price was evicted from his Missouri home earlier this week. Lynn Price's mother and others offered their support to him. The judge also accepted a letter from the NBA player and coach Don Chaney in support of Price's character. One of the witnesses described Price as someone with a huge heart, adding that he would give the shirt off his back if you needed it. He always looked out for his people. Girl, y'all always say that. The defense showed pictures of Price helping after natural disasters. Chuck said that another witness would testify that Price always went above and beyond, noting that there are 20-year friendship through church. Price's mother, Shirley Price, assured the court that she would ensure he attends all hearings, reports to services, and could live with her if he is released. Hey, Terry. Hey, everybody. What's going on, y'all? We just reading this hell of an article. Ooh. Baby, this got me in a chokehold. I ain't going to hold you. Okay. Prosecutors close with a sharp warning. You've heard the expressions where there's smoke, there's fire. In this case, where there's fire, said federal prosecutor Sebastian Edwards, noting that Lynn Price has a pattern of responding to his problems. He was arrested for arson in 2005 and received deferred adjudication. For the turkey leg hut owner, the turkeys have come home to roost. Oh my. When the defense was asked by KPRC Bryce Newberry about the prosecutor's statement, he said that this is not a rush for judgment. I thought the chickens came home to roost, Chuck said. But again, this is not a rush for judgment. We're not going to litigate this case in the media. We're looking for the court's ruling. We're looking forward to the court's ruling, and we're looking forward to clearing Mr. Lindell Price's name. You ain't finna never clear that man's name. Can we go back up here to this? Hold on. We finna go back up here to this. What's the name? Special for those of you that just joined in. Okay, so I'm going back to the rug trafficking, allegedly. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, prosecutors allege that rug activity occurred at the turkey leg hut from at least 2022 to 2023 upon Lee Price's Mississippi arrest. Lee Price told investigators that he received money from Hydro Mary Jane being sold at a restaurant. He would reportedly travel to California and bring it back in trailers to store it at the turkey leg hut facility because of 24-hour security. Lee Price reportedly picked up 500 to 1,000 pounds of rugs being sold on multiple occasions. The FBI agent testified that the trailer would be parked in the back of the turkey leg hut where 3 different types of Mary Jane were being stored. Prosecutors said that the turkey leg hut had special packaging for the rugs, and after being sold, Lynn Price would collect the proceeds but share some of them with Lee Price for delivery. It goes on to say the firearms. Prosecutors said the firearms were seized at Lynn Price's home on Monday following his arrest. constables reportedly found two shotguns, three rifles, and a pistol, flamethrower, and 960 rounds. Of various ammo magazines. Child. But talking about that one that had the turkey leg. Does this change how I feel about some of the things with Nakia? I really do feel like Nakia went through a lot, and I would never take that away from her. Like I wouldn't. Sometimes, unfortunately, you don't know you marrying a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know their story prior to them being married. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they met. I don't really know that. But I really feel like this particular situation is going to cause all of hell to break loose. And I've been seeing a lot of Nakia's friends coming out and speaking. She was friends with James Fortune and his wife. They're suing her for $300,000. There are a couple of other people who are suing her, and so I'm not gonna lie, it's a little sad to see, because I do see that you had a husband who really took you through hell and back, and really don't care how. He already know he going down, so he really don't care what the outcome is with Nakia. So I do feel bad for her in a sense. I do. Now, there are some things that I do feel like she did not necessarily have to do, but I do feel bad overall for her because of who she married. She really, truly did marry, and we use this word a lot. I mean, we use that narcissistic word a lot. We use narcissist a lot, but that's exactly what this man gives. Like, he has so many ways about him that I feel like are extremely disgusting. And I mean, we've seen some of them on camera. Like, I will tell y'all this, though. Any time that I did visit the Turkey Leg Hut, I never saw him. I saw her a couple times, but I never saw him. Never saw him. But I can only imagine, because they were saying, like, I remember we had went at least, I want to say maybe like 3 times before they implemented this dress code. And there was a point in time where they tried this thing where they wanted you to make a reservation. If it was like 3 or more people or 2 or more people, they wanted you to make a reservation. And they wanted you to cash out the deposit. I don't really know how long that lasted. I don't think it lasted long at all before they changed it. Then I knew they went through the dress code thing. They wanted to change the dress code, which I think in some places the dress code is important to be enforced, because I do feel like, now, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. If I had a restaurant, a lounge, I probably would have a certain dress code, meaning I don't want to, this ain't the type of club to come in here. I don't want to see your ass. I don't want to see, because here's the thing. Most of the time, and y'all about to be mad at me for what I'm about to say, but most of the time when you have your ass hanging out, you up here twerking on these folks' furniture and you doing all that extra stuff, and I don't think that's necessary. Baby, we're here to eat. We're not here to be disgusted. Now, okay, you want to stand up, dance, have a good time, I'm not mad at that. But for folks that come in there with no clothes on, just about, I don't want to see that when I'm eating. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. Call me what you want to, but if I'm there to enjoy myself, I don't want to see you twerking on them folks' furniture and shit like that. Get some couth about yourself, honey. But anyway, I do think that their dress code was a little bit too strict. I think that they had a lot of things that could have been, I think a lot of things could have took them a lot of different ways, a long way. But that whole deposit situation, that whole dress code situation, it was a lot. It was a lot. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to It's too hot to be standing in that line. Sunday best. I'm not saying wear your Sunday best. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying don't nobody want to see the crack of your ass while we trying to eat a turkey leg. I don't. I just don't. I don't. Just give me, I want to eat in peace. I want to eat, I want to eat and be cool. Now, I do understand the lines are long. And I ain't telling you, you got to have on a gown. But, I mean, put on some nice linked shorts. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can't wear no shorts or you can't wear nothing. Now, they didn't want you to wear no shorts and stuff like that. But if some shorts is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm even good with some hoochie daddy shorts. You know what I'm saying? What I'm not good with though is shorts that go up your ass and then you all up on these people furniture twerking and shit. That's what I'm not here for. I'm not here for that. But some cute shorts, you know what I'm saying? Some shorts keep you cool. I'm cool with all that. But I don't know. I'm a lot different. I don't want to eat and see ass. I want to eat and enjoy my food. Like, because, baby, my appetite can change like that, So, I don't know. That's just me. All the other businesses on the street are still thriving. Come on a Sunday. I believe that. It declined after the long wait lines. Yeah, I believe that. I would get mine to go unless my out of town friends wanted to go. What's up, everybody? What's going on, y'all? I don't know. That's just me. What's going on, Polished Night? That's just me. I just never felt like I don't want to see that. So there was a hey, and Alex, there is a restaurant here, and I don't know if y'all remember, but this was probably like 5 years ago. It's a black-owned restaurant. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I done been there several times, but my issue is, so the owner, I think y'all remember, it was going around TikTok, Facebook, everything. Kitchen and Cocktails. Thank you. Here in Dallas, Kitchen and Cocktails, there was some people up on the tables and twerking all up on the people's furniture and stuff and all like that. And then they got mad when he's saying that that's not what he wants his restaurant to be. Like, that's not what he wants certain things to be. That's why I'm saying I can't tolerate that. Like, read the room, girl. You don't see nobody else doing that. So what make you think you can get all up on the table and do all of that? Sit your ass down somewhere. Sit down. Y'all gotta stop doing it. Everywhere you go, they ain't. And now, if you go somewhere and you see people twerking, then you know how to do it. I understood that man's frustration because one of the things that is so hard to do is to keep a reputation in the restaurant industry is hard to freaking do because there are so many avenues, there are so many ways that you got to look at this, you got to take it, right? People already complaining about your wait list. People complaining about your prices of food. People complaining about this. People complaining about that. So you trying to build an establishment. You're trying to build a certain thing. And then here come these people being rough and rowdy and ghetto. Girl, sit your ass down and enjoy brunch. And if you wanted to go twerk, you should have went to a brunch day party or something. Okay? This ain't where you at. I understood it. I understood his frustration. You deal with a lot. And then from my understanding, they have warned them people several times. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You have to protect what's yours. And if that's not the environment that you want, you got to nip it in the bud when it happens. And people may not agree with it, but there's a time and a place for everything. And if you want to go twerk your ass, show your ass cheeks and all of that kind of stuff, you need to go to one of them type of clubs. Or brunch spots, whatever. I don't know. If you're the owner, you have the right to say, hey, it's overrated too. I do agree with that. I didn't necessarily, I think the last two times I went, somebody offered to take me there. And so they paid, so I shut up and went, mm-hmm. So yeah, I shut my mouth and I went on down yonder. Yeah, you know, it was just a friend, that had invited me there, cause I would never just be going there just to be going there by myself. Yeah, cause the food to me again, it ain't. I mean, I can do it at the house. Okay, so if folks act up, I just leave because when you say something, folks want to fight. Listen. My thing is, now what I'm not fit to do, if I done spend some good money sitting up here at this table, I'm finna sit down. I'm finna sit right there. I remember one time we went to this place that I think they closed them down, but it used to be a brunch place called Fernando's. And they used to give you, I think you paid like $15 for a craft. Child, everybody was going there because it was cheap. Child, I remember these black folks came in there, tried to tear them folks stuff up, but we had so much on the table that we had already, like, you know what I'm saying? We was having a good time. But you know, I don't mind 2x4ing. But this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all don't see nobody else in this restaurant getting up, shaking their ass. They not even playing your kind of music. Sit your ass down somewhere. They over here playing the boom 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 boom. Like what you doing? You cha-cha into it or what? Sit your ass down. They ain't even playing your kind of music. You getting up, talking about, girl, shut up. I'm telling y'all, that was the most ghetto shit I ever seen in my life, baby. And I was like, please, sit down. They're not even playing your kind of music. Girl, y'all just be doing too much. I'm just saying. They were playing this, and you want to twerk to it. You don't even know. You don't even know. Sit down somewhere. You sit over here. Baby, they could be saying anything, and you don't even know. You just over there just trying to twerk your ass. Yeah, looking for some attention, Lee. Girl. No, you can't twerk to that. What kind of twerk is that? No, you cannot, honey. Not to that. No. All I'm saying is we gotta do better when we go places. But Lynn Price, again, the Spanish twerk. Lynn Price, let me tell you something, sir. You better get it together. So I wonder who running your oyster bar. Now I ain't gonna lie, I have heard good things about them oysters and stuff, but I wonder who gonna be doing it, and if I want to know, is there any ties to James Fortune? Like what's going on with him? Chef, I was outside the other day here in Philadelphia, and a car filled with broads stopped their car at the light, got out of their car, and all three of them started twerking in the middle of the street. I can't stand that. I can't stand when y'all gonna call me old school, but I can't stand when you pull up to somebody's house and your music is loud as I don't know what, like you down to the Cowboy Carter. Like, turn that shit down. Okay? Then we don't do that over here. Turn that shit down, okay? I don't like to see people hanging all out the car, have their body hanging all out the car. Now, I don't know if y'all just seen that the other day where I can't stand when people pull up to your house with that loud ass music. Boy, if you don't turn that shit down, I don't care if it's Kurt Franklin, Karen Clark Sheard, or Lil Boosie. Turn it down. Like, please. I know y'all probably gonna say, "Oh, you old." Oh, you old. Listen, I'm just saying. I can't take all that. My nerves is too bad. I can't. Don't do that. Well, Chef Udon, you really live in a gated community. I really do. I really, really do. And it is quiet over here. But there is one person that do stay down the street. And child, I know when I see that little blue car coming down the thing, I know she would turn that shit up. And don't be blowing your horn for me to come out. Oh, yes. Oh, I don't even like that they invented the horn. Yes, me too. People playing the music in their cars in their house like it's a club. Yes, I'm like, but what common sense don't tell you to turn that shit down before you pull up to somebody's house though? Huh? You rattling their ear, they windows and stuff like that. You ain't even got to do all that. Y'all know that my grandmama used to say all that loud thump, 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 it vibrate my windows. And I hate the cars with the rims that stick. Oh, that is so. Oh. Do y'all remember back in the Do y'all remember back in the day them spinners, them spinner rims? Y'all remember them? Baby, I remember back in the day when you couldn't afford the regular like the real spinner rims. Baby, you had to go you had to go down there to you had to go to Walmart or AutoZone if you couldn't afford them. And you wanted them. I would never forget that. That was an era, honey. I remember everybody wanted those spinner rims, honey. Baby, I remember my this lady that went to our church, baby, you couldn't tell her nothing. She had an old Ford Taurus, honey. And she got them spinner rims put on that burgundy Ford Taurus. Baby. Oh, man, listen. That was a time, wasn't it? That was a time. That's their business if they decide to ride around on 20 damn K. I wish I would spend 20K on some damn rims. Is you crazy? I don't give a damn that much. Baby, yeah, I laugh at you because that's stupid. That's dumb. Stupid. I wish I would. $20,000 to ride around here on some rims that ain't gonna mean shit in the next 5 months. You're crazy. Yeah, you're right. To each his own. But that's crazy as hell. And that's why I'm saying what I wouldn't do. Huh? I wouldn't. You're crazy. They can do that because they paying $27. Where the hell they rent at? Where the hell they live at? Women spend $1,000 on jewelry curls. I'm the one that she probably spend that much on a Jerry curl, on a mullet Jerry curl at that. Got into an Uber a few weeks ago. The guy had his music so loud that it smelled like he had just lit up. I politely asked him to turn it down, and I left the car up with my travel size. Oh, you lit the car up with your travel size. You know what? Now that you said that, so last Friday when I was getting ready to go meet with when I was getting not section 6 and 7, when I was getting ready to go meet with Really B and Eminem and El Teddy, I got in the car, and it was a nice car. It was like one of them new Hyundai cars or something like that, right? I get in the car. The lady looked back at me. She say, can you hold on a minute? I gotta pee. I'm like, now why would you let me get in this car? Y'all, I had an experience with Lyft and Uber. It's just always crazy to me. But anyway, she said she gotta pee. She said, do your hotel got a restroom in the lobby? I said, well, I hope all hotels got at least nice ones. Got, restrooms down in the lobby. So she said, do you mind standing outside the car while I go pee? Y'all, I was like, what is happening? I like so waiting on someone to tell me I'm being punked. What the hell is happening? She was like, can you just stand outside? I was like, I wish I would. I'll go back into the hotel lobby and wait for you to come back outside if that's what we're going to do. But I'm not standing out here in this hot ass sun. Are you crazy? How the fuck do you, excuse me, but how do you tell somebody to stand outside the car when they can literally go into the lobby? If you don't want me to sit in your car, I could go in the lobby and sit in the lobby and wait for you to come out. I'll see you when you come out. You got to pass me. Then I get in her car and it smell like cigarettes and ass. I mean, Virginia Slims and ass. I was like, girl, I'm glad I am going up the street, but damn it, I should have walked. It just was too much going on. I was like, girl, what is we doing? I was so confused. I was like, why the would you tell me to stand outside your car when you say you gotta go pee? I don't know you. I don't know if it's gonna take you a long time. I don't know if it's gonna take you a short time. It took her longer than 5 minutes. So you wanted me to stand outside in that hot ass sun for more than 5 minutes to wait on your ass to piss? Girl. Yes, that car smelled like cigarettes and ass. And she just wanted to keep on talking. And then, y'all, check this out. So she said, is it enough air circulating back there? I said, well, it don't feel like the air on at all. She was like, oh, you right, it's off. She was like, well, I'll turn it on when you get out. What? I was like, okay, yes, I am being punked. I am being punked. If you don't zoom me down the street so I can get up out of here, hurry up, because, oh, it was just too much going on. It was funky in there. Oh, it was horrible. I wouldn't have been able, now truth be told, I wouldn't have been able to sit in there for the 5 minutes in that car. Hell no. I'd have canceled that ride right then and there and just told her, it's okay, I decided not to go no more. Because, girl, horrible. You should have said, look at me. Do I look like I stand? Man, I was just like, can you stand outside the car? But that's no worse than, I can't remember if I was on my way to the airport for LA or somewhere when I was working. That week I had to go out of town. I can't remember where I was at. Baby, That man stopped to get some gas. I just was like, what in the is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Some of y'all that be driving, lifting the Uber, baby, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. He showing up there, stopped to get some gas. I was like, I was like, girl, what? That's dumb. But yeah, child. Uh-oh. Hold on one second, y'all. I don't see it. Okay. But yeah, so child, I can't with these folks. I cannot. Okay, listen. While I'm on the roll, I think I'm gonna go live on the other channel. While I'm on the roll. Because if I don't, and I start doing something else, I'm liable to forget. I make them take me to a drive-through sometime. Oh, God, no. That is ghetto. That is ghetto. Let's see. I hate that they do that ish all the time. Like, bro, if you, like stop and get some gas before you before you know you get ready to clock in and do some work. And sometimes maybe you have to do it for a little coin or something. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. So my political talk, my political hour talk link should be available now on the backup channel. So that way when I get off of here, I can go over there. Let me see. Another pet peeve, stopping for gas. I had one in New York ask me, do you mind if I pick up my little boy and drop him? I know you lying, Miss Eva. I know you lying. Not pick up, not pick up his boy. Like his son or his homie. I mean, it don't make it no better either way, but do you mean his son or his homie? What? What? Nah, y'all. I remember one time I was on my way to pick up a rental car. And y'all, the man, and I try not to judge anybody because I get it. Sometimes people be doing that for an extra source of income and they maybe can't find, I don't know. Anyway, I get in the car. Mind you, it is a woman that is picking me up. She in the passenger seat. And then there's somebody else driving. But I ain't get in the car, y'all. I ain't get in the car. So I asked and I said, well, he supposed to be driving. She said, yeah, he could drive. I said, well, that's not who. I mean, your picture is on here. You should be the one driving and stuff. And I'm not doing that. No, that's what I thought too, Miss Eva. That's why I didn't get in the car. I was like, child, you ain't finna get me in trouble. And he lighting cigarettes and car smell like weed and everything else. No, girl. I don't know what y'all got going on. Listen, But now I'm grateful for Uber. I don't know if Uber is doing this, but I know Lyft is doing this. Lyft is doing where they no, it's Uber. Uber is doing like this secret code that only you and the driver know, to protect you. You know, check their resume before you get in the car. Okay, but yeah, so. All right, y'all. Listen, I've been over here long enough. I didn't even want this to be an hour. Meet me over on the backup channel. If you see fit and would like to bless the channel, you can. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, bang that notification bell so you don't miss any time that we go live. And if you are into politics, please meet me immediately after service. We're headed over to the political hall. Meet me over there. I'll see you guys there. Bye.